Bill Self trying to take the Jayhawks to the Final Four for the third time. For Kansas, they come in here as the 1 seed. Their guards make them go.
They're doing it for Rock Chalk Jayhawk. You got to tip your hat to Kansas here. They have just been sensational.
Third time's going to be the charm for Graham and Mikhailuk. The tie-in! Mikhailuk! Kansas is still dancing and heading to San Antonio. Bill Self, who's heading back to the city where he won his championship.
How hard does it show it is to get to this point?
Well, I think it's hard. I think a lot of things have to happen right. You got to be a little lucky too. You know, we've had really good seeds. You know, just about every year. I think we've been a 1 or a 2 seed, if I'm not mistaken, like 12 of the last 13 years or something. So you know, we've been in position. So if you're a 1 or 2, that means you got a team that very easily could get to a Final Four from a talent standpoint, and we've only been to 3. And of all the years, I didn't think we would go in 12, and I didn't think we'd go in 18. You know, just because, not that we couldn't go, but just because, you know, with all the stuff we went through the year and playing with little depth and kind of little shorthand and stuff like that, you would think, God dang, these kids are giving us all they got, but is it going to run out? And fortunately, this year it hadn't run out. But there's an element of luck involved, but also, you know, you got to have your best players really playing well at the most opportune time.
6-point lead for West Virginia just disappeared. Whew.
A Wildcat wave. Brunson. Oh, no-look feed. A perfect dime to Bridges.
Villanova always have been guard heavy. They got one of the best players in the country, if not the best, in Jalen Brunson. How do you beat him?
Well, I think that, first of all, we have to beat them. They are not going to help us beat them. You know, they are a tough-minded team. So I know we have to be unbelievably disciplined. We have to be unbelievably tough, unbelievably sound. But the bottom line is this. We need to play to our strengths, which is playing to our big guy. We need some good fortune, too. We can beat Villanova. Just like they can beat us, but we're going to have to play extremely well, and then we're going to have to do something to make sure they don't make a lot of threes.
So in Boston, they beat 2 teams in your league. West Virginia, which was a war. And then Texas Tech. But how much did those 2 teams prepare this team for this run?
Well, our league is a monster. I think Jay would even tell you, even though they beat West Virginia. You know, West Virginia had a 6-point lead midway through the second half. And even though they beat Tech, and they controlled that game from a scoring standpoint, you know, for the most part. But I think Tech cut it to 6 in the second half. And even though they won, I guarantee they felt that they had to battle. And it was a grind when the game was over. I think our league did prepare us for this moment. Villanova can say it was a hard game and they struggled. They still won by double figures both games. So we know we have to be our best.